Nope.
How about now?
Nope.
How about... Oh! I hope that you're sitting by a fireplace somewhere, like I am, getting rowdy and randy. It's only appropriate. You're watching Story Time with Dr. Clavavian on the very supreme broadcast of honor. And once again, I'd like to thank Mike and Higgins. Quite a funny name, that. Higgins. Right. Thank them again for lending me their space in this temporal time. Let me have a drink. A smell for you. Before, the proper way to drink amaretto is to smell it. It's vivacious, as I've mentioned before. It's time to have a drink. For all 4 of you watching, I hope you're having a good week so far. Mondays can be rough. I know that myself. Sometimes on Mondays I forget to wear pants to work. But that's alright. Sometimes you have to explain to your co-workers that, well, not everyone's perfect. If you know what I mean. Right. This next story comes to us from the Greek myth about anvils and diapers. Greek mythology tells us of a tale of the anvil and the diaper. Seemingly an ordinary anvil, correct? Seemingly an ordinary diaper with a bunch of wee. Correct? Anvil, wee-filled diaper. But what happens? Just consider for a moment. What happens when you combine the two together? Anvil, wee-filled diaper. Consider. And this is where our story begins. Long ago, in ancient Greece, there was a mountain. Called Mount Olympus. And on Mount Olympus, there were gods living there. You'd find gods like Hercules, carefully balanced, never falls down. You need not worry about Hercules. He never falls down. Don't worry about him hurting himself. He's Hercules, for fuck's sakes. Just listen. Listen. Hercules. Of course, Zeus. Zeus was the mighty god. Zeus had lightning. Hercules had muscles. Whoops. Not yellow muscles, friends. Not yellow muscles by a long shot. But regular-sized muscles for a Hercules. But there was one hero that you never, ever hear about. This hero ascended from Mount Olympus. Not a god. Simply a man. And this man, my friends, can you guess his name? Can you guess his name by looking at him? right now in this illustration? Can you guess? What's his name? It's not William de Cheshire. It's definitely not William de Cheshire. If you believe that he is William de Cheshire, you are wrong. He came down from Mount Olympus with only one purpose. He climbed up Mount Olympus without permission, and the gods sent him down and said, "Get down from there! You're not to be here, you peasant! You do not belong here! So I believe you should leave!" And down he went. So he's not really a god, he's just a man. But he's a man who once climbed Mount Olympus with his deformed head. Hi! That's how he spoke. Hi! Hi! Those are the waves of the sound waves that he makes when he's speaking to you. Hello! Hi! His name, if you can believe this, if you have the strength and the audacity to be strong, his name was Zela Lalala. This is the story of Zela Lalala. Zela Lalala. An ordinary man, ancient Greek times, who climbed Mount Olympus. Never to return to Mount Olympus because he didn't live there. He lived like 20 blocks away. Zela Lalala. Now, Zela Lalala he was a blacksmith. He had a little blacksmith's hut in the center of town. It was made out of flimsy materials, sort of a plastic, if you will, a plastic tent top thing that they had in ancient Greece. Don't question me! Don't question me on the details! Trust me. The one thing that Zela had that no one else had, not even the gods of Mount Olympus. Surely the gods of Mount Olympus would have such a thing, but no, they do not have such a thing. Believe me and trust me when I'm telling you this. He had a hammer. And an anvil. And no one else had an anvil in the whole town or in Olympus. It wasn't special. Alright. Now this is a dark tale, so I'm going to add some sunshine over here, just to keep you warm as we get into this dark and gruesome tale of Zela Lalala. Zela Lalala! Zela Lalala! I'm not repeating the title of the name. I'm simply saying what the next person in the story said from off camera. But now he's in camera, you can see him. Here he is. He's got one eye, one wonky eye. He's winking at you. He's looking for you. Zela! He said, Zela Lalala! He spoke in such a way. His name was Pim. Pim's Cup. What a name. What's an alcoholic beverage of the time? Zela's tent suddenly started to glow with a shade of red never seen before in Greece, ancient Greece, Babylonian times, or anywhere else in the world. It was never seen this way again. The man who yelled for Zela Lalala, his face turned red, his mouth turned red. His body, well, it turned red, and his mouth disappeared suddenly and without warning. He was killed instantly after turning red after some moments. Zela didn't know what was going on, but he was quite scared. He wasn't quite prepared for what was happening. And he cried. There was a lot of crying in ancient Greece, and he was part of this crying. He cried tears of red. He cried tears of red, and it made his whole world turn red. The sun was blotted out by his red tears. The whole space was blotted out by red. Not his name, though. His name remained not red. Suddenly, the Greek gods saw this happening and needed to protect the population. So they made it all white and started again. When everything settled down, Zela Lalala re-emerged and was only red. He wasn't sure that he liked it, but he didn't really have a choice. He looked down in his hand and realized he had a red diaper filled a red diaper filled with wee. He was happy, but he didn't know why. He walked back to his tent. It was still there, still erect, still very virile, still very leaning, still very broken. Set it down on his anvil. I said he set it down on his anvil. What the fuck? Oh, yes. Right. Pardon me. He set the diaper down on the anvil. What the what is going on here? No! Fuck. Fuck Dashery. Fuck Dashery! I say! Fuck Dashery! Fuck! Zela took the opportunity to set the diaper down. And much to his surprise, it became the diaper anvil. With wee on it. Oh my god, what is going on? Diaper with wee is on the anvil and it's become the anvil with we on it! Oh my god, what is happening? I can't believe this! Ah! 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 Now, let me take a brief break to thank our sponsors this evening. Di Serrano, Amaretto. Delicious. If you are joining me in drinking this evening, please break out some Di Serrano. Delicious. Warm, vivacious even, if I may say so. Now, the one thing, the absolute one thing that you're going to want to pay attention to is the next part of the story. The next part is the most important part as far as I'm concerned. Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus was now red, as was the whole world and everyone in it. And Hercules, with the muscles, was angry. I'm angry, said Hercules. So, Hercules, with all his might and glory, and ravishness, descended to the earth even. He descended. With his big muscles, big now red muscles. You would be angry too if you were given the red tone of your muscles would be red. You'd be upset. Why is he happy? This is not... What? Shh, don't look at that. He's not happy. It was a fake out. Angry Hulk. Hulk man, he's red. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Hercules. Angry Hercules. Hercules approached our protagonist, Zela. Or Zela. Depends on where you were in the city. And Zela was really terrified. Oh no! It's Hercules! He's coming to get mad at me because of the red. I didn't do it. Someone yelled my name a couple of times and the whole world went red. I didn't do it. But then I put I found a diaper with wee in it and I put it on the anvil. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, Hercules, don't kill me, please. Would you just listen to reason? Would you listen to me for a moment? Seriously. Just listen while I get rid of the red in the world. So I can tell you something. And Hercules waited and flexed his glistening red muscles. Suddenly, and without warning, from the sky came the anvil with a diaper with wee. To save the day. Oh no, don't do that, Anvil! Exclaimed Zela. Hercules was crushed under the gripping and daring weight of the anvil with a diaper with wee. He was nothing but a puddle of muscly red mass and blood of the gods. Blood of the gods was spilled that day. Tragedy struck. But not for Zela. Zela was happy. Zela had the anvil with a diaper with we, and forever more ruled Mount Olympus, the red version. Place the anvil on top for all to remember the power of the diaper with we on the anvil. And then he pissed his pants. The end. Finn! The moral of the story is no matter how often you feel powerless when people are shouting at you, the world might turn red, and you might wake up with a diaper with we in it in your hand. And that will help you when you put it on an anvil. But you will piss your pants, and that will not be comfortable. That will not be comfortable. And that's the story of Zela Lalala. It's a beautiful tale. It's a beautiful tale of woe and existential power. Another break to mention the sponsor of this broadcast, Disaronno Amorato. Not an official sponsor, but, you know, one of those sponsors that doesn't have a choice. No. Do you like cake, man? Do you like cake? The very Supreme Broadcast of Honor has lots of cake. If you click the subscribe button, maybe they'll share it with you. I know that Mike guy. He likes to share his cake with other people. Higgins, well, you know how Higgins is. You know, he doesn't like to share his cake as much, but if you click subscribe, he'll probably consider it. Mike will probably just give it to you right away, so try clicking the subscribe button and see if you get any cake.